All right, what's up, family? I got a little tiring something with this one here. So I'm gonna title this one here, Why Some People Hate on You. Why? Now, there's a number of reasons that we can all talk about why people hate on you. You just got haters for all kind of reasons. Matter of fact, it touches on the old video I did right here. Remember this one here? Let's talk about those haters. There's so many reasons why someone will hate on you, but I'm going to talk about it in a different way on this one here. Just a little different, but you definitely can identify with what I'm talking about. See, sometimes people will hate on you for no fault of your own. Something that's totally out of your control, and you might not even know where the hate is coming from. You understand what I'm saying? Let me show you what I'm talking about. For example, you might have some type of talent or gift, right? And whatever that talent or gift is, other people brag about you. They proud of you. They speak highly about you, of your wins, your accomplishments, your achievements, your hard work. They always got some positive stuff to say about you because you're doing everything great. But oh and behold, this is what they're saying about you. They're proud of you. Of course, you're proud of yourself, but they speak of highly of you all the time. Your name is mentioned. It is always speaking in high regard. But this person over here, I'm sick and tired. They so vexed every time they hear your name speaking in high regard. And as always, love to give you a word of the day. We're going to go with that 3-letter word, vex. What does the word vex mean? You look it up. You know what? It's another way of saying irritated, annoying, trying some, bothering some, especially when dealing with trying matters. When man, I hate they always talking about him. Man, they always talking about how good she be doing at the job. Man, you might be doing a good job at your job. You might be really good being a paralegal at the hospital, at your regular logistic job, whatever it is, right? But when your name comes up, the management, the boss man, and other coworkers, they go, oh no, Teresa, oh, she does such a great job. Oh my gosh, can I work with her? Because, she's just lovely. And then meanwhile, Sarah over here is like, I'm just so sick of, she's so vexed. Y'all always talk like she's so great. She all right. Man, y'all act like she the greatest thing since sliced cheese. See? No fault of your own. You're just doing a good job at what you're doing. But this person over here is bothered that other people speak highly of you. I've even seen this type of behavior with so-called friends, right? One friend throughout life learned lessons is accomplishing things, achieving things, winning at things that they're doing. And that other friend, family member to whatever degree, their aunt, their mother, whatever, like, oh, such and such is doing a really great job. Oh, they outdoing themselves. They are so great. But you two are friends. But it just so happens that their mother speaking highly of you opposed to their own doggone son or daughter, right? Remember what I said, no fault of your own. You can't control what that person's mom says about you. They said that of their own will. But now they're hating on you. Ah, man, always talking about this person. I'm sick of this. Always talk. Watch this. In mythology, I'm going to give you a short story. I'm going to make it very short. I love this story. It's actually long, but I'm going to give you the short version. Remember, like I said, no fault of your own. I'm not telling these people to say these things. They saying it because they're proud of me. They saying it of their own will, but now this person hates you because they saying it. In this story, there was a story in Greek in mythology where it was called Arachne. And they say this where the word Arachne comes from. There was this woman, her name was Arachne. She was so beautiful. Everyone across the land always talked about how beautiful she was. She used to sew. She did a lot of sewing, knitting, and she did clothes. She was sewing. Just to speed it up, where Arachne, if you look up the word Arachne, it means spider. So eventually the god turned her into a spider. And that's where we get the word so-called Arachne from the actual woman who was a beautiful woman. But this one's got to do with the story, the relevance with what we talk about. Why some people hate on you. Anyway, Rafi was she was a beautiful seamstress. You know, she sewed clothes and all this. And everybody always told her how much great work she did. But they also always reminded her how beautiful she was. They always told her, wow, you are just so stunning. You are so magnificent. You are so beautiful. Everyone in the land just always talks about how beautiful you are. She's not telling people to say this. They're saying it of their own will. But now, one of the people, they started spreading how beautiful she was to the point everybody started saying it. And then one person wound up saying, you're so beautiful. You got to be even more beautiful than the goddess Athena herself. You see? She didn't tell this person to say that. But when she said it, the so-called goddess heard it. And now the goddess challenged Arachne to challenge her to a test of, since you think you're so beautiful, says, how dare you compare yourself? She's like, I had nothing to do with that. I had nothing to do with what they said. She challenged her. And in the end, no matter what magnificent thing Arachne did, she challenged her to, since she's a seamstress, she challenged her to sew. We both gonna have a competition to see who could sew the best garments. And of course, she did an excellent job. But Athena, being a goddess, she did a more magnificent job because Arachne used the best, finest silk materials and all the great materials she could find and made a beautiful dress. Beautiful! But of course, Athena, being a god, she used finer materials such as the stars, the skies, the galaxy, and all that. Obviously, it beat Arachne. And just because she beat her, she turned into a spider. And you see? But Athena was jealous of her because of what somebody else said. I know a lot of y'all can understand what I'm saying when I say, a lot of times it's no fault of your own. And it's not even coming out of your mouth. It's what somebody else is proud of you. They love to honor your name. You know, they love to speak highly about you. Love your accomplishments and all your achievements, and they speak highly. But because they do, your so-called friends and, unfortunately, other family members will hate on you. Man, I'm tired of hearing their voice all the time. Tired of them talking about, man, it's all right. Man, they talking like she's the greatest thing. Man, I did the same thing. They ain't say that about me. You ain't put much hard work in like this person. Y'all both may have been given the same task to do. This person put hard work and achievements into it. You was lackluster. Nah, I'll do it later. I'll wait, man, last minute stuff. You know what it kind of remind me of? Oh, I just started this. Cain and Abel. Think about what I'm saying. By no fault of yours. Remember how God gave them both a task to sacrifice their hard work stuff, right? And remember, Abel, he wholeheartedly and proudly gave everything that he had. Gave it all and was proud to do so. Proud. Whereas Cain, he gave everything, but then reluctantly was like, God don't need all this. And you don't need that neither. And matter of fact, I put too much. Matter of fact, let me take some back. See? And now, when it came down to it, the way the story goes, God rewarded Abel. And he somewhat tarnished Cain for being selfish and greedy and why you take stuff back. You know what I mean? And what happened? Cain hated on Abel from no fault of Abel's at all. I didn't tell God to do that. You get what I'm saying? Does this not sound familiar? See, the point I'm getting at is you may put in all your hard work, your studies, your achievements, and all your wins. And that's why you achieve so much. And then you got family members and friends or whatever, they speak about you so proud of you. And unbeknownst to you, you will have a hater in the midst of your own family and so-called friends around you because they hate the fact that other people are speaking highly of your accomplishments all the time. They even hate on the person that's talking it. It might be your auntie, your mother, your father, whoever, a friend. Not only, unbeknownst to you, they hating on you and they hating on them too because they're like, I'm sick of you always running your mouth talking about them all the time. You act like they the greatest thing. So what? So what they did this? I remember I was at a basketball game. And I was sitting in the bleachers, and this parent was saying how good, and the kid that they was bragging about, it wasn't even their kid. They was just proud of at that player. It was like, boy, man, she is incredible. Did you see all the stuff she doing? Man, yo, oh, did you see how she shook? The person, I don't even know these people, but the person back was like, yo, I mean, we here watching the game too. I mean, yeah, you had like, yo, it's other players on the court. I mean, the other girl just as good. He's like, yeah, she good too. I'm just saying, did you just see that move? I could hear the hate in the other guy's voice. He didn't like the fact that this guy was cheering on number 3 all the time. He was like, yo, I don't know her name. Read the brochure. What's her name? I gotta look up her name, man. That girl good. She gonna be good. This other guy didn't like it that this parent was cheering on that girl so much. She didn't tell him. You see, I'm back to my original statement. Sometimes people will hate on you, and it's by no fault of your own. You didn't tell these people, your family members, friends, to say these things. They're just proud of you. But this other person that you're with, your family member or that so-called friend, they'll actually be mad at you that somebody else is speaking highly about you. Isn't that crazy? And like I said, word of the day, vex. It's another way of being irritated, annoyed, bothering some, tiring some, especially when dealing with trying matters. They'll be so vexed at you because somebody else is speaking highly about your hard work, achievement, and accomplishments. But in closing, what I would say, let that be your motivation. Always stay vigilant, but let their hate. Remember like the video I said I did right here? Let's talk about those haters. Trust me, go back and watch that video. I give you a little humor in there as well. Let's talk about those haters. Because y'all remember how Martin Lawrence was hating on Tommy Davidson in that episode? I had to put that in. I'm telling you, it was just hilarious. Martin, he did a real good job. I think they got off script a little bit because he was hating so much. It was funny. But anyway, go back and watch it in this video. I put the little skits in there. But yeah, it's amazing how some people will hate on you with no fault of your own. They just mad of what other people speak highly about you. It's crazy, isn't it? Peace.